Turn in, and this is SAKtown Talk on Seward Public Radio. In the studio today, this first day of November 2024, almost on the verge of winter. But we're going to warm things up, or you can get warm by going to the Seward High School auditorium on any one of the 6 dates for the Seward High School's Theater Collective's presentation of Clue. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We've got folks in here from the, are you all actors or some of you?
We're both actors.
I'm stage manager.
But do you double do you have like an understudy role too? No. Oh, you're
I'm
straight.
stage props and costumes.
Right on. Yeah. One job, do it well. So let's go ahead and get names. Let's start with you.
I'm Cameron.
And what do you play in Clue?
I am Professor Plum.
I could almost guess. Yeah. Go ahead.
My name is Somi Clendaniel, and I play Scarlet.
Okay, I see that.
My name's Liberty Hart, and I'm stage manager.
Great. Glad to meet you all. On this side, I'm Wolf, and Becky's in the studio, and we have Wizard of Oz behind the curtain.
And we ran out of stools the same size, so I look really short.
Yeah, but at least it's not. You see, anyway, we won't talk about the back of her head. We've already been through that. So let's go ahead and pump up the volume for Mr. Professor over there. So the play this year is all new. Is it pretty much all the whole cast and the crew is all new to this? Or
So actually, we have a lot of returning members of the cast. A lot of them have done the last show.
Which was the one I have on the screen.
Yeah, it was Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. Yeah.
So no, just a lot of the people have coming back. Really, the only new people are the ones backstage helping us move the sets around and stuff.
And for those of you that are new, since Scarlett and the professor here are you new to acting or?
No.
Okay, so you've had some experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So why don't you talk a little bit about the experience that you've had and how this is how your experience this time around is going compared to what you've done.
You can go ahead.
I played Marmee in the Little Woman play that we did, and I think at that point I just moved to Seward, and it was like my first year at Seward High, so it was like a lot of just like getting to know different people more. But now that I know majority of everyone that is in town, it's like theater has got me more close with those people. So now it's just hang out with family. So it's more comfortable up on stage and just hang out and having a great time. But this time, since I'm playing Scarlet, like the character entails like different things rather than being like the mom character. I'm more of like the main character. So it's been a very fun and different change.
So, and have you been on in another play?
Yes, I have actually. So the last play I did was Alice in Wonderland. I specifically joined just to be backstage, just hang out back there because at that point I did not really want to act. But some people told me to audition, so I ended up doing it, and I filled in the courtier role, and I did that one for a little while.
Got your feet wet, yeah.
But we had another person who was playing the Frog Footman. He dropped out for reasons, and I ended up taking 2 roles, and I just did those roles, and I came back this time because it seemed fun.
Right on. And how's this role? Well, so I guess the question everybody wants to know is who's guilty, of course, right?
That's very important.
So how did you guys work that out? Is that part of the script, or did you guys get to decide? Is that a little bit flexible?
So
without giving anything,
no
spoilers.
I'm gonna try not to give too much away. So I'm not gonna say who is guilty, but it's really fun because there's all these accusations and stuff that keep going around, and it makes towards the end of the play actually really fun to do. Yeah.
I can see how this would. I've seen other It seemed actually the movie version too. Did you guys, as part of your, the work up to this, did you do some research and watch some different renditions of Clue?
I've seen clips.
Yeah.
I've not sat down and watched the movie.
Yeah. Well, the internet now, we got the luxury. You don't have to actually sit through all this stuff. You can just
Yeah.
go straight to
find the
Straight to
clips you
the good
need.
stuff.
Yeah. Right on. How about you? How's this working at this time for you?
It's going well. I've watched different productions of Clue, and I gotta say, I love our ending because very unexpected. And I feel like people that come and watch the show, their minds will be blown because it's just awesome and amazing. And the use of our stage space plus tech such as sound, audio clips, and light effects that we have is going to be just awesome, especially the ending where a lot of sound cues and light cues are used. So
Pretty dense then, huh?
yes.
Well, that's a nice lead in for the discussion of the stage management role. Yeah. So you're not doing everything, right? You've got some folks working for you, so you're kind of supervising or...
To a point. We have separate people on lights and sound who do that stuff. I mainly do organizations, and then I work with props and costumes. So I make sure all the props are where they need to be and that we have everything we need, and then make sure people have the costumes on properly and that they turn them back in so they don't lose them, so we can keep using them and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. It can be fun
And
and frustrating.
so, and your chief headset, right? So you guys are using the old headsets, or maybe some new ones that I haven't seen yet.
That's on
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
she has going on. Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I know that's a critical part of the play is being able to communicate once the thing gets going. And,
Yeah.
So, were there any technical challenges? Have you had to create stuff?
Yes, I had to create a lot of stuff because I made spreadsheets so that we could keep track of what needs to go on in what scene and what props we needed to use and things like that, which could be really, really tricky because sometimes you have to like add something here and there that wasn't originally in the script. So it's like, where did that come from? But we need it. And it's been an interesting experience for sure.
Yeah, well, I can imagine coordinating something this complex. I'm starting to get an idea. So this is so it's challenging on the setup side of it, and then you guys have been doing rehearsals, right? Have you got to your first rehearsal? Yeah. Yeah. How did that go?
It went
According to plan, more or less.
to a point.
So, like, is it the first rehearsal or is it the auditions? Because those went very differently.
Oh,
They went
Tell
very
us about
differently.
that.
that sounds
So-
interesting.
Auditions, so everybody had these ideas, characters they wanted to play. We had many characters go for the butler. And it was just
Competition?
yeah, like,
Oh, yeah.
and so I said specifically I did not want to play Mr. Green for a reason of I have a twin brother and his favorite color is green, so I feel like if I played Mr. Green and I had to wear all the green, I'd be a lot closer.
Infringing on his.
No, it's not infringing. I just seem a lot. I don't want to be like him.
Oh,
I don't wanna be like him.
We're getting.
I'm not trying to be mean,
Yeah,
but
no, we're getting.
Trying to keep his identity
Yeah, we're-
separate.
family stuff. in here.
so at auditions, I definitely wanted to read for Mr. Plum or Professor Plum. Gosh. But so I tried to read, but we didn't have any lines taken out or anything, so I couldn't read for Plum. So I only ended up reading for Wadsworth and the butler and Colonel Mustard.
Mhm.
They were fun. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the actors who ended up getting to play the characters. The first rehearsal was not that great. It was all new. We still had to like figure out our scripts. We had no props. We had no set. We just had to try and figure a bunch of things out.
And then we got a new script.
And
Like we got
yeah,
the original
like-
one, and then we got the one
we
we're
had
actually
the same script
using,
for a
and we had to, like,
week, and then it got changed, and that sucked because I had already started to try and memorize lines at that point because I wanted to get ahead. And once we got the new script, gone. I had to relearn all and do all that.
I was just thinking about the different ways you could do this play, and don't give anything away if I'm onto something. But I think you could break the fourth wall, and you could have one of the crew members be the guilty party.
That would be interesting,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. How unlikely. Yeah. So, how many cast members are we talking about here? You got a cast of millions, or is this a Cecil B.
Actu-
DeMille kind of?
Actually, there's a lot less people than there would be because we only have 8 actors that specifically have really important roles.
Well, technically there's 9 if you include the cook, but they
The-
die really, really quickly. And then there's
Yeah.
other like small characters who come in
Side
and then
characters
just, like,
that come in and
do whatever it is they're doing. But
Oh.
the main ones we have are the great.
we need bodies.
So is there any natural causes, or is this all death and mayhem?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Better come
It's
to
cool.
the show and find
There you
out.
It's Clue. What do you think?
Yeah.
And then Wolf is good at giving this interview because he used to be the theater tech
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had.
till COVID hit.
Yeah. Well, so and before me, now his name escapes me.
Oh, piano. He taught both kids
The
piano.
guitarist who Tech and Brock. Yeah,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Yeah, Mark was taken off to take over cooking slot on the Sakuliak, and he said they were having a problem filling the slot, so I stepped in there and faked it till I made it.
Now we need to give a shout out for the person that makes all this happen behind the curtain.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz. He was not a dude.
No, not a dude.
Nope,
Could
not a
Oz
dude.
be gender
Miss
neutral?
Megan Miller.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Megan Miller, and so this is how many seasons for you?
I'm not on mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We'll fix it in post.
Your
We've
voice
done, this will be
carries.
our fifth. This will be our 5th show. So we started with Alice. Oh, sorry, 4th show, right?
Yeah,
4th. So we started with Cinderella, and then we did Little Women and Alice in Wonderland, and now Clue. And we're going into next semester with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun.
So you've got a plan. You've got
Mhm.
your different presentations mapped out. Well, it's nice to have kind of a regular, consistent program at the high school. And as far as the upcoming presentation, we've got a bunch of dates. Are there any special presentations of this? Or like obviously you're doing a special show for the school and things like that too, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
I know that there's one show that's strictly PG, and that's the last one on November 17th.
All of
I
them are
believe-
PG.
All of them.
All-
are
So
PG.
all of the shows are PG. And yes, we have no what are they called? Assembly performances for this show. It's
Oh.
only public performances this time. When we get into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, we'll look into having assembly performances again. So when we did Alice in Wonderland,
Exactly.
everyone remembers doing an assembly performance, but we're going to be doing that for the G-rated shows and not the PG shows.
Is it because of the middle school?
No, not because of
Right.
anything that has happened. Just that this play is rated for high school or middle school and up, and so we've decided to just keep it public.
The last show is always the funnest one to come to, though, because then all the actors are tired and everyone's tired. So it's like you get to
Silly.
see like the fun, silly.
It gets a little looser, yeah.
Yeah, And then the first show is I'm not gonna say the worst because you should go to opening night.
There's a lot
It's a
to
really
see.
great show
Gets
because
her all
the
nervous.
information's still all fresh in our minds. But it's definitely the one where it's just
roughest.
it's the roughest in some cases. It's not fun. I mean, it is fun, but it's not like the fun show.
I think
It's
that
not
we're
the
going
fun
to be
show.
Really well prepared though, and I don't see.
Yeah.
I think that we'll be just fine on opening night. When it comes to the last show, I know that everyone is also really excited that it's the last show, so that they get to have a different boost of energy on the last show than the first, which is neat. So having 6 shows kind of gives us that opportunity to grow with our characters and the audience and learn what to expect from our audience and ourselves in performance.
Yeah. We also have 2 seniors that are actors in the show that this year is going to be their last year. So the last show of this play is going to most likely be their last show.
Matriculating on.
So,
yeah, that happens
it-
every year.
Yeah. So they said like they're going to put all of their energy into it because it's their last time. They're gonna give it their all. So I'm very excited.
Should we call them out?
Yeah.
Let's call them out. Let's call them out.
Yeah. So who's on their way to the big time?
One of them is Angel Wagner. I don't know who gets last
And
name.
Nia Mulahan Kim.
I couldn't have said that if I tried.
So we've got the first week's run November 8th. So 8th, 9th, and 10th. We've got so these are Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee. Does that sound right? Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. Okay. So 7, and 2 in the afternoon. And then the second week, November 15th, 16th, and 17th. Again, Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday matinee, 7 p.m., and 2 p.m. at the Seward High School Auditorium. It's the Seward High School Theater Collective's presentation of Clue. And I want to thank the cast for coming in and giving us a clue.
You've been waiting to say that.
I've been waiting for the right moment.
You write that
Those that
down
want
to
to see
remember.
a hint to the set, you can check out their Facebook page. Can anybody tell us how to get to that?
So if you go onto Facebook and search up Seward Theater Collective, Seward High School Theater Collective, it'll pop up and you get to see kind of like the behind the scenes photo, some pictures from rehearsal, and there's some previous photos from like auditions and stuff like that. And you could always find out our theater schedule, like our performance schedules on there as well.
Yeah, we'll put the links under the video here on YouTube, and you can also visit. They have a website on Weebly.com. That's Weebly, WEEBLY.com, and it's SHS Theater Collective. So that's theater with an RE, not an ER.
And then we'll.
And I had that explained to me, which I kind of knew, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, I've heard it before, but it's in my mind that theater with an RE is on stage, and theater is like going to watch some Avengers movie or something like that.
They have a lot
Be a
of those.
tray.
They have a lot of those.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We could have a conversation on that, but we won't. So we're gonna go ahead and
We'll also have an ad for them on 91.7 and 106.1. They'll be playing till and give the show dates to help drum up some audience.
Yep. And so one thing I see that's not on here is this what's the fee schedule? Is you got certain rates for public and for students, and or is it free or what's
So the
free? No.
general admission tickets are $12 and half rate for seniors and children under 5. And then we have family packs for 2 adults and unlimited children within a household. And VIP pass, and those are $40. And then VIP passes for $55, where one ticket holder can go to all the shows if they like. So family members sometimes take advantage of that so they can see their student in every single production. And then we also offer 1 free ticket to every high school student. So all high school students are invited to go to 1 show for free.
Cool.
And that's pretty much the rundown. You can purchase tickets online off of our website and also off of the Seward High School page. And that should be available today, if not.
Will students be
already.
selling tickets too?
Yes.
And Seward,
Yes, we
yeah,
have
all
tickets.
of our actors and crew members have tickets in hand, and you can purchase them directly from the students. And there's a QR code on our posters as well that links you back to our website, so you can find tickets available there.
All right. Well, thanks again for everybody for the effort, and we look forward to seeing you all on stage or behind stage, off stage. And we also want to give a shout out to the Seward Schools PTA for supporting this production of Clue and for supporting the students and the high school theater collective. This has been SAKtown Talk. This will be you'll probably, if you're listening to this, you probably find it on YouTube at this point, and then we'll be broadcasting it once each week for the weeks of the play that's running, starting next week, which is what, the 4th, the week of the 4th and the week of the 11th.
After voting.
Yeah, thank
Give
goodness.
people a bit.
Yeah, we'll get a little relief. So yeah.
Yeah, so tune on to, and we made the decision not to air any political ads.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we will just be listening to fun stuff.
Fun stuff. So this is KIBH FM Seward Public Radio. And if I could find the off switch,
Sit in silence for a moment.
that's okay. I'm gonna.
You're gonna cut this out.
Yeah, I am.
Just not sounding weird.
Just talking.
Somebody always says